mom here. It's a bit dark as you see, mom. We are going to get some rain. Alright, so you guys, I'm not sure if you're on the live this morning, but I was with my mother here earlier. So now it's time for me to get my hair done, right? So I'm going to curl my hair as usual because it's the easiest thing for me and it can last me up to a week or more. So that's what we're going to do. But how are you guys doing? How is your Friday going? I love and appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Oh man, I cannot tell you guys thank you enough. For those who are recently subscribed, welcome to the family. Jordan Cohen Fun TV. Welcome you guys. Alright. So go and big up on yourself and let us do the ear together. Alright guys, as you join, please remember to like up the live and do not let anyone or anything spoil your precious day, okay? Don't know, say we say positive vibes and everything positive, alright? We have to be different. Yeah, Jordan Cohen Fun TV people then were unique, okay? Alright guys, so my hair is still wet, so I'm going to do it section by section, but I normally do it down here. It works better for me when my hair is done, because naturally I have natural curly hair. Alright, see, there's no product, just and my hair is curly. So I'm going to apply the contour coconut curling cream just now. As you guys join, please to like up the live. I appreciate you. You know, sharing is caring. Alright guys, so you have to rake it through properly. So I'm going to apply the extreme gel to it now. Whew. Guys, remember to like up the live, comments, appreciate it. I appreciate you. Alright guys, see the difference? Some more. That's enough. We're moving on to the next side one. Natural lifestyle. How you doing, my friend? I didn't even see a text. How is my friend doing? Guys, feel free to comment and tell me how you guys doing. How is your Friday going? This is it. So this is the coconut, the Contour coconut curling cream. So I normally apply this on my hair first, and then I put the extreme gel. But you have to rake it through properly. Alright. Don't have to rush it. Tiffany, my friend. How you doing, my darling? So this morning I did my mom hair, so it's my turn, you know. Tiffany, I sent you a message over on TikTok. I realized it don't go through. What's happening to your account? Girl, you know I would have eat piece of the bulla there with with a piece of pear. Oh, if you message me, I don't see it just yet. I haven't checked my messages. But girl, I beg you bring piece of that bulla. Let me get a piece of pear and eat with it, or a piece of cheese. Oh man. There's a really nice fresh bull out there, no man. Guys, thanks for joining. Please remember to like up the live. What you guys doing? Yeah, man. Once in a while, though, because it's sweet. Once in a while, I'll have it. Once in a while. Yeah. I'm going to brush my hair now to close the parting in the back. another brush. Boy, may I tell you for real, you know, because it's a whole lot of work, man. But the good thing about it, this hairstyle lasts me for a week, and it depends how I treat it. It can last me longer than a week. So I don't mind this wash and go hairstyle. I just shampoo my hair a while ago. But you know, you got to spend some time on yourself. You have to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody's going to do it for you. So we got to do what we got to do. It seems as if we're going to get some rain. It's a little bit dark. But thank you guys for joining. Please do like up the live for me. It's appreciated. You know, we only have kind, nice people come over Jordan Cohen Fun TV. You say you, Miss Tiffany. You, Miss Tiffany, you have to do drama, you know. You, Miss Tiffany, you're a one drama girl. Right about now, people. It's not as straight, but we're going to work with it. We're going to work with it. Really? Oh, yeah, nasty. There you go. There you go, girl. So you got to do some drama work, alright? So you know how to make people laugh, man. So guys, I just applied the coconut. The contour coconut curling cream to my hair. Then I'm going to add the extreme gel to my hair. That's what I use to curl up my hair, but see, I have naturally curly hair. Yeah, man, I tell you, girl. But remember, from ever since, you know, I've been telling you. From ever since I've been telling you, you're a drama queen. Sometimes we have some hidden talent that we don't know about, you know. It's a coconut. See? There you go. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, you know, man. My friends, welcome to my live. I appreciate you. Please tap on the screen. Please and thank you, and like up the live while we do our hair together, okay? Tiffany, you know about coconut and sugar? no man, it easier to the right corner. If you see a red heart, you just press on it. Just press tap on the red heart. Alright. Or you can just press in the middle of the screen and you see the thumbs up. Oh my God. Tiffany, man. Tiffany, then me too, man. Me too, man, on this side. You see you, Miss Tiffany? You, Miss Tiffany, I can't manage. Welcome, my friends. 10% here. Please tap on the screen and like up the live. It's appreciated. How are you guys doing? How is your day going? It's Friday. What are your plans for today or this evening? Yeah, I'm still looking for the person. What was it again? Was it the purple blouse and the black pants? I'm still looking for the person, you know. Alright guys, I'm applying the Contour Coconut Curling Cream to my hair, and then I'm going to apply the Extreme Gel. Tiffany, man. And after this, guys, I'm going to polish my nails, so feel free to stay with me. You see you, Miss Tiffany. No, sir. No, I don't see her, you know. I'm still looking for her. I'm still looking for her. So I don't know why she hiding from me. Guys, this needs to part a little better, but right now it is going to stay as is. My friend's not talking to me. My friend's not telling me how the weekend going. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Yes, my friend, continue looking. Yes, I think I soon find her for real. I think I soon find her for real. Let's see if I can pull this over. Welcome to my live, guys. How you doing? Thanks for joining. All right, so I think this parting is a little better now. Yeah. If you not see her within the next 24 hours, you put up a picture. You put up a picture of her missing. Alright, my friend. Alright, my friend. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. For real. Because I tell you, I'm still looking after so long. I'm still looking. Oh, boy. Father God. I tell you, one Tiffany, never two, you know, man. That is right. That is right, my friend. Alright guys, so we're almost finished and we're going to move on to polishing my nails. Guys, please remember to like up the live for me, it's appreciated. Thank you for joining. Feel free to comment and let me know how you guys doing. So guys, right about now, guys, so right about now I have 3 different brushes that I use in my hair. You see it? Oh boy, one Tiffany, man. One Tiffany. One Tiffany, man. One drama queen. Alright guys, so I'm going to polish my nails. My friend, are going to leave me already, my friend. My friend, I run leave me already. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate all my supporters that are watching me. Go and big up on a nice clean sub. Alright, so I'm gonna polish my nails. Exactly so, my friend. That is right. That is right, my friend. guys, I think I'm going to have to bring you guys on the veranda. It's a little brighter out there, so you guys can see me better when I'm polishing my nails. But yeah, hairstyle complete. And guys, the shrinkage is real, because I tell you, look at that. See that? My hair shrinks so much. I think I need a product that can stop my hair from shrinking this much. You see it? You see your bucket turn. Tiffany, man. Alright, so. Alright, guys. We're going on the veranda now to polish my nails. Which way I should turn? If I should turn, I should turn this way. Turn this way. You guys can see me properly. Alright. Alright guys, please remember to like up the live for me. I'm going to get this stuff and come back.
This was years ago now. I lived a little bit further south. Was jogging down the Hollywood Beach. as I was passing all these people who were walking up to the rock, some going to the beach, some were going to get food. Everyone was kind of doing their thing.
You love my hair.
I
Thank
just
you, my
remember
darling. I
thinking
appreciate
how
it.
funny it was that in that, that 1 second glance that happened between people past one another, that no one I was passing knew how awful I felt. And they never.
All right, guys. So I'm listening to this motivational quote.
So much
It says, "Push yourself every day." All right.
In a million years, I'd want them to know where they needed
So
to go,
every
but it's the
day
idea that
you are going to push
this
yourself.
bridge between their world and mine was going to be crossed. That my little hell was the secret the Hollywood boardwalk would keep forever. In a way, it's kind of crazy to think about. As someone who's going through the mental struggle, and it's never apparent to passers-by. Right? Think about that. The vast majority of chaos on planet Earth, it goes unseen. Everyone's just kind of carrying around.
Welcome to my live, guys. Feel free to like up the live. I appreciate it. Thank
that
you.
Hollywood boardwalk probably keeps more secrets.
I just do my hair. So I'm going to polish my tool.
And I've talked about this before. How, over time, one of my biggest mental shifts was detaching from this notion that everyone has it all figured out and I'm the one stumbling through. Everyone else jumps out of bed, excited, screaming, "Let's go world, let's do this," right? Well, I dealt with my unease and my concerns. And that's just wrong, right? Yeah, there's certainly variability in everyone's problems. We're not all the same. But everyone is climbing their own mountain. Everyone has their own cross to bear. I remember a quote from Viktor Frankl who said, "To draw an analogy, a man's suffering is similar to the behavior of a gas. If a certain quantity of gas is pumped into an empty chamber, it will fill the chamber completely and evenly, no matter how big the chamber. Thus, suffering completely fills the human soul and conscious mind, no matter whether the suffering is great or little. Therefore, the size of human suffering is absolutely relative." Eye-opening message. Relative and felt by all. See, there's two things I take from this. First, and probably the most obvious, I think it calls for us to be more compassionate to others, at least as much as we can. I've fallen short here plenty of times, we all do, but it reminds us that it should be a North Star. And two, there's a pragmatic element here, signifying that very rarely is what goes on around us about us. Very rarely is it personal. Because often our first instinct is to assign intentionality to things that happen around us. How could this happen to me? How could they do this to me? And in truth, it's just not about you. Again, the deepest, most complex aspects of human beings are invisible to everyone but the person they're happening to. Everyone is, to some extent, running down their own boardwalk on a hot summer day. So going back to that example, let's make up a scenario. Let's say I clumsily bumped into someone, ran too close to them. They could think, jerk. They could think, get in your lane. They could think, pay attention, have some respect, I'm walking here. But would that situation be the product of my disrespect? Or would it be the fact that I'm exhausted, that I'm hot, that I'm dehydrated and only counting steps in my head? Buildings could have been collapsing around me and I would have had no idea. I'm focused on making it through. See, there's value in understanding this. So much value. The world is not working against you. It's comprised of 8 billion souls with different movies playing in their heads. And you can get more from it when you understand that. You can be more valuable when you understand that. You can give yourself more grace when you understand that. People cannot see your pain and you can't see theirs. But it is a shackle being removed to take life's events less personally, less seriously. As you create something beautiful in your own world, there are no true. I remember reading in the Four Agreements a while back. This is kind of a
Alright
sloppy
guys, so normally
paraphrasing.
sanitize the
People
stove
don't do
before I
things
use them.
because of you.
This is the
They
nail
do things
clippers,
because
you
of
guys will
themselves.
know. The cuticle trimmer.
And so, as you
What are you
run
running
your
to?
race, as you make your way into the world, understand that everything around you is assigned value by you. And those passers-by aren't for or against you. They are in the midst of various personal journeys, trying to run their own races, as are you. Look, the sun is hot. That humidity can be suffocating. The path laid out before you is long. These are tough obstacles that you have to overcome, that we all have to overcome.
That's right.
And in time you will. But don't create additional adversaries that do not exist. Don't imprison yourself with stories that don't hold up. It's not all about you. And understanding that, as it turns out, can be what makes all the difference.
So true. So guys, I'm cleaning up my nail with the cuticle. With the trimmer, sorry.
Why is this battle you versus you? With all the complexity, all the obstacles out there, why are you your greatest opponent? Well, to put it simply, because all those obstacles and all that complexity still can't tell you no. They can't say enough is enough. They can't look back at you and say, let's just settle for what we have now. No, only you can do that.
What the trimmer does is to remove the dead flesh and
The
so
world
forth from
may
your
create
skin.
the landscape,
But that's what I'm
it may
doing.
construct the terrain and those obstacles, but you are the sole decider on where along the way you stop. You decide how far you want to go and how much you are willing to endure. When it comes to your advancement or limitation, you are in the driver's seat. I just picked up a copy of Will Smith's recent book, and one of the ideas that stood out to me was resilience. And this part in the book is actually kind of uncomfortable to get through, but incredibly powerful. He's talking about his childhood and the polarity of his father's personality. A man who would do anything to provide for his family. He took pride in that, saw it as his primary responsibility, but simultaneously was their greatest source of pain. And he mentions his father hitting his mother from time to time. In one particular example, struck his mother in the face so hard that it knocked her on the floor. And as she stood back up, she said something along the lines of, "You can hit me, but you can't hurt me." And that was the first time Will understood as a child the difference between what the outside world.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
And how we choose
Please
to
like up the
react
live for
to
me.
that
It's
occurrence.
appreciated.
That understanding is power. It's why you are the author of your story. In the sense that every single thing dropped at your feet, every situation, occurrence, they come with an implicit question attached. A question that you and only you are responsible for answering. The question is, what does this mean? And how you respond to that question determines whether you go left or right at that metaphorical fork in the road? Does the occurrence detract from your ambitions, or is it a multiplier? Does it confirm your doubts and insecurities, or is it your reason to rise to the occasion? An opportunity to stretch, to evolve. That's a gift. That's an invite, not some sort of divine punishment. But the challenge is removing the layers until you arrive at the value. And it's hard, but you get there by saying yes. You get there by choosing to see the value. And here's a quick example. My favorite thing about athletics, which was, for me, a ton of running. Now I throw more interval training in there, but the same concepts apply. It's a chance to remind myself.
Tiling my nail just now,
I
girl.
don't negotiate with my week. I don't give myself an opportunity to rationalize with the voice that wants me to quit. That question, that fork in the road, I answered it. I charted its course before the workout started. Knowing this is going to be uncomfortable at times, but it's where I need to go. There will be no more thinking from here on out. So today's workout, for example, switching, deadlifts, burpees, squats, to core, you don't think. You see the next requirement, the next task, and you simply say, yes. You don't need your mind for this. In fact, you go before your mind even knows where it's going. Because that dotted line has already been signed. And that was the breakthrough for me. When you separate what you have to do with the hurt associated with doing that thing, you free yourself. After all, what's there to hold you back if you can't talk yourself out of doing things? See, we tend to think our greatest adversity is the pain, or the confusion, or the unknown. But it's like, no, those are the byproducts of doing anything of significance. The adversary is the voice that begs you to slow down because of those things. And if you can figure out in your own life how to create space between the two, how to separate the task and the discomfort often brought about by the task, there's nothing that will ever be able to slow you down. And look, I'm not saying that you walk around without ever utilizing the power of that brilliant mind you possess. One's ability to think is everything. But what I am saying is there is a time to shut it off. There is a time in which, to avoid overthinking, we simplify. Action, reaction. One more mile, okay, end of story. 1 minute of jump squats next, roger that, period. It's taking the emotion out of the process, refusing to leave the door cracked for the inner dialogue that says, hey, maybe you don't do this, maybe you slow down.
Alright guys, so
sure
this is the one I'm going to use.
No, all of that is tuned out. It's assignment, go. Next, go. Next, go. You know this is the right thing.
Guys, please remember to like up the live for me to appreciate it.
Sword, shield, and stepping into the arena. Now guess what? It's instinct. It's doing what has to be done. And what has to be done hurts. And look, you didn't have to accept that. You didn't have to step in. You could have stayed home. Somewhere along the way, you looked in the mirror and said, the difficult path is the one with the value. And now here you are, face to face with hungry lion, clashing swords with your adversaries. There's no turning back. Now is when you parse out pain from the objective. The pain is now part of the audience. It's not with you or in you, it's watching from above as you do what you came here to do. So yes, those swords clash, but the eyes remain focused on what's ahead. And yes, those lions roar, but that's background noise. When you simplify your world into objective and action, objective corrective action, objective action. There is time for nothing but forward progress. And sometimes that is all that is required of us. In the face of adversity, in the face of pain, self-doubt, in the face of discomfort, can you break your world down into nothing but one single step forward? One more set, one more rep, one more session, one more attempt, just one more. No rocket science, no negotiation, there's nothing to figure out here. It's walking the path before you. It's the discipline to carry on. It's one more swing of the axe. Audience or no audience, lions or no lions, you are bound to the universe at your feet. And that simplified concentration is why you will succeed.
Alright, so one is complete.
In a way, the world is a mirror that
So
reflects.
we are moving on to the other one.
And if life's consistently mirroring back images that aren't ideal, perhaps it's time to chip away, not at the world, but at yourself. It's time to work. And sometimes that's roll up your sleeves and be better work. Let's get up a little bit earlier work. It's at the gym, or study, or give more work. But sometimes it's acknowledging that if in this chapter of your life you find everything around you intimidating, too distant, or out of reach, it's not because the world is too big, but rather you've let your own image get too small. It's the identity that needs the maintenance. We do things because we see ourselves as doers of those things, right? Soccer players play soccer, writers write, painters paint. No one who's ever identified or introduced himself as a runner has ever broken a world deadlift record. No, runners do runner things. Bodybuilders do bodybuilder things. People who view themselves as small do small things, and people who see themselves as capable or strong, daring, adventurous, larger than life, well, you get the point. We're out there overanalyzing all these details, trying to decipher code without realizing that we've already won or lost. You gave yourself permission to run 50 yards and then became Sherlock Holmes trying to figure out why the world wouldn't let you reach yard 51. We go as far as we allow ourselves to go. We do as much as we allow ourselves to do. We become who we allow ourselves to be.
So true.
And I'm not saying the other variables don't matter. Of course they do. I'm saying over time those variables become blocks for us to build ourselves up or build walls around ourselves that keep us down in one place. If the world feels bland, give yourself permission to seek out the beauty. Be someone who finds joy in life. If the world feels lonely, give yourself permission to connect with others. Be someone who brings people together. If the world feels chaotic and confusing, give yourself permission to break it down. Be someone who turns big things into small, manageable things. If the world feels sad and disheartening, give yourself permission to uncover what makes you smile. Be someone who, in the darkness of night, can find that light switch. Because for every reason to be sad, there's one to be happy. For every reason to be weak, there's one to be strong, so on and so forth. Of course, it's not the easiest to remember when we look out and don't like what we see. But knowing that the solution is internal, knowing that you decide who you are, where you're going, and where you stop, as much as humanly possible, it puts fate in your hands, which is right where it should be. There's power in simplification. Not because you can't handle the complex, but because too much noise drowns out the meaning. It gets in the way of the things that actually make blessing and curse is the finitude of our time. So by default, that makes the word no a gatekeeper to the contentment we feel in our life. What are you keeping out? What are you saving space for? Clarity is not a luxury, but a necessity. And when one has limited capacity, they must both cherish and protect it.
Alright guys, I soon come back.
So why does this matter? It matters because when you simplify things, the path is never as intimidating. The problem is never unsolvable. The opportunity is never too far away. It matters because we dress the solutions up in irrelevant detail and call them the problem. We don't see things as what they are. We see them as stories. We tell ourselves we see too much, and it just so happens that the biggest leap forward one can take in life are the result of not secret formulas or hidden answers, but in freeing ourselves.
Guys, please remember to like up the live comments, appreciated.
So that we can say yes to the right things. Underneath the stacks and accumulation of nothing is something. There's something to the notion that the road to recovery is always a single decision away. That it's already there. That you just haven't been able to acknowledge, to choose it. When life becomes convoluted, there's this tendency to think, I am the problem. I am incapable of X or Y or Z. And it's like, no, you've just let so much in that what was once obvious is now buried. You're looking at the giant ocean before you, forgetting that a very tiny boat can traverse it. Basics. Let's ask the question, where is it I most want to go? And what would one step in that direction look like? Sometimes we have to go knowing that mile 10 will have its monsters. And mile 50 will have its setback. But to not take step 1 in anticipation of those future problems, of something way down the road, is letting that excess in. Simplicity is the goal. Simplicity. Ask yourself, can you start? Right? Beginning grants you one of the greatest weapons to possess, an ability to adjust, the ability to adapt, the ability to utilize the now. And this is not to dismiss the pain and difficulty associated with our most challenging times. It's to remind you that during those times you feel lost or closed in, you don't need to reinvent the world to your left and right. It's not bigger than you. So much of the time it's about composing yourself enough to reach out for the light switch that will illuminate the path just enough for you to look up and walk right out the front door.
Thank you guys for joining. Please remember to like up the live for me. It's appreciated. How you guys doing? So I'm giving it a second quote now.
It may be that our greatest gift in life is that we're always one decision away from transformation. We're always one decision away from a new path, with new experiences, new beliefs, new identity, one decision away from a totally different life. It's almost incomprehensible that all the days leading up to now, everything we knew ourselves to be can be discarded and left with one swing of an axe gone. What is more miraculous than that? We live at the intersection of two imaginary worlds, the past and the future. The past is gone and essentially meaningless, yet as the provider of our identity, it still rules over us. Our sense of who we are comes from our collection of past memories. that imaginary world of yesterday, like the elephant tied to the chair with a rope. It hasn't realized it's strong enough to break free. It doesn't know that what confines him is not the rope, but acceptance of a lie. And that's what the past, that's what identity is, a lie. We are not yesterday, we are right now. And from the trivial things to the significant things, we get wrapped up in that lie. We overlook the gift of control we have over our future. What does it mean to say, I'm not a morning person? That in your past you hadn't conditioned yourself to wake up early? Okay. What does it mean to say, oh, I let people walk all over me? That in your past you didn't stand up for yourself? What does it mean to say I'm awkward or shy or I struggle with writing or running or public speaking? So maybe you did. But what does that have to do with right now? What does that have to do with realizing the control you have over your life? Because simply realizing you can disconnect from these narratives, that they are not you, is the superpower. Realizing that calling yourself a bad student because you failed a test is like never taking off your raincoat because it rained yesterday. It's like, no, the sun is out, adapt. And once you realize right now is the beginning of the rest of your life, you can start making little changes. Identify not who you were, but who you'd love to be, and move towards it. Read The Power of Habit and Atomic Habits so that you can understand change isn't crazy or big or scary. It's moving little things in your life around so that they work for you, not against you. Start waking up and thinking about not what has happened, but what can happen. Not what can go wrong, but what can go right. You are always one decision away from a totally different life, because you're always one decision away from change. From walking away from the narratives that you have accepted. And so remember that. But remember it not just when things are fine. Remember it when you're struggling, when you feel restless or uneasy, unsure, uninspired, sad, angry, not content with the reflection in the mirror. When you feel that negativity, you're not looking at what can be, you're looking at what you have been. And there's no room at the table for that distraction. Not when you can reach out and start building something new. Not when you can put on a new pair of shoes and walk down a different path. You are always one decision away from a totally different life. And that decision should be first and foremost.
Alright guys, I'm going for the top coat and critical. I'll soon come back, guys.
Ideal world and start building. There's a point a handful of years back where I had one of the most important breakthroughs in my life. And I've talked about this close to me, family and friends, to clients, business associates, and it seems like there's a commonality amongst all of them. And maybe, depending on the person, it happened in different ways, certainly at different times. But everyone, at one point or another, comes face to face with the realization that they have a tremendous amount of control over their lives. And it's at that moment where one becomes empowered. It's like you realize you have the key to the cell you've been locked in this whole time. And in that moment, one is prompted to ask, well, why not start living like it? Now, there will always be responsibility and sacrifice in life.
Alright guys, so
But that
now I have
awareness
the
makes one ask, well, what am
top
I
coats
sacrificing for?
and the cuticle.
Where am I going? Am I spending time with people that lift me up? Am I doing things that contribute to a greater vision? And perhaps most importantly, am I even living a life that is true to myself? Because I'll tell you something, our time here flies by. Not only will next month, next year, next decade be here before you know it, but it's not even guaranteed. And if one doesn't take the time to look in the mirror and ask the tough questions, life will keep on ticking. Time will not stop. No one's going to walk up to you and point out the fact that you're just going through the motions here. No, that one's on you. You have to see that this world can become what you decide it will be. That you are presented the tools, but tools require an architect and a creator. Tools require someone in seeing what is not yet there to pick them up and build. And so maybe this is the time for you to ask, what am I building? Where am I going? When my day starts, both feet hit the ground and I walk out the door, what am I moving towards? Maybe today is the day you realize that there are parts of your life that don't need to be there, that you can cut away. People that don't deserve your time, that don't elevate you or contribute to your well-being. Maybe there are places you're going because that's where you've always gone. Things you're doing because that's what you've always done. But you don't need to live life on repeat. If you're not happy about it, how about doing something to change it? There is nothing in your life that can't be adjusted or altered. Just like yesterday is now a story, so is the idea that you are confined to a specific set of parameters. Break down those walls. See things not as they are, but as they can be if you have the courage to walk away from old stories and characters. What if today you created a new ending? One that lights you up in the morning, contributes to your sense of purpose when you close your eyes at night. Again, remember, no one will come up and hand that to you. No one will let you know you're selling yourself short. That transformation must be internally prompted. And so I hope you'll ask. I hope you'll ask the questions that you've been neglecting for far too long. I hope today can be the first page in an entirely new chapter. A chapter in a story that is
guys, so
truly
we're
entirely
complete. Let me show you guys. I'm coming back.
When I was younger, I want to say maybe third grade, I remember reading this poem by Shel Silverstein called Where the Sidewalk Ends. This place where the cement stops and the grass begins. An inflection point of sorts. And I obviously don't remember what I talked about back then, but I certainly remember the book. And a few weeks ago, I happened to be at the airport. I was walking through, and I saw a bookstore, and a Shel Silverstein book propped up on the floor. And I couldn't stop thinking about it. I had that title stuck in my head, like playing on loop, Where the Sidewalk Ends. Some things just hit you.
Alright
like
guys, so
a
let me show you what the finished touch looks like.
stationary place.
We're on the outside. So we just get our hair done. And let me show you the toes. My toes. Alright, so I use the nude polish. Alright, so yeah. So here is hot. So our hair and nails is finished. Big up on a nice clean self. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. 5 person here, guys. Tap on the screen for me and like up the live. It's appreciated and it's free. Just tap on the screen or to the right corner you'll see a red heart. Just press on it. You know, over here we're positive people, and you know, over here we care and we share. Not true? So yeah, I'm in my garden. Alright guys, as I said, I appreciate you guys. Still need to go and get something to eat just now, so I'm going to do that, even though I'm going to sit a little and allow my toes to dry. Yes, so I'm going to do that just now. But as I said, my friends, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to end my live just now. But go on, big up on yourself. I appreciate you. All right, my friends. Bye.